Hi everybody, I'm Melinda Gallant and I want to welcome you to another edition of Cape Conversations. Oh my God, I'm outside. It's wonderful. And I don't have my mask on because our governor said a few days ago, you don't have to have a mask on. I'm so excited. Anyway, I am here at a fabulous new restaurant in downtown Sandwich on Jarvis Street. It's so exciting. So come along, let's have another Cape Conversations. Hi everybody, I'm Melinda Gallant and I'm out in the wilds. It's so exciting, downtown Sandwich. And I am sitting here in a new business that was another business and now it's going to be another business and it's going to be fantastic. And I am here with Wendy Sweet Wilson. Hi Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm sitting amongst beautiful art,
Yes.
Contemporary art.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah. No sunsets and sailboats here.
No. A little bit more contemporary.
A little more contemporary than that. And you've turned this gallery now into a really cool space again. I mean, it was a cool space before.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was a very cool space, but this is kind of amazing. So what's going to happen here?
So it's going to basically be what the little slogan is, a bar, art, and provisions. So it's going to be a bar. As you can see, we had this gorgeous bar constructed specifically for the space.
Yep.
And we're going to have a lot feature different feature different artists and have the artwork kind of changing in and out.
Sure.
And we're going to be able to sell art, sell booze, sell food, all of it. So
it's all good stuff.
It's all good stuff. We're super excited.
You say provisions.
Right.
What are the provisions? I mean, like what?
So it's going to be what our chef likes to call coastal tapas. So it's going to be more small plates, but it's going to be a wide variety of different types of dishes. And some vegetarian, some meat, some seafood, kind of all the options. So
nice. So will you be able to carry out from here?
Yes.
Not alcohol.
No,
you can't.
No, we can't do that yet in Sandwich.
Yeah. Oh, those selectmen. They're so stodgy.
But yeah, we will be able to do. You will be able to take out some provisions, as we call them, and there will also be a terrace up on the side, so you'll be able to eat outside.
Yeah.
That's still a work in progress, but that will be coming along shortly. So
excellent. So terrific. So you don't have a kitchen in here, though.
We do.
Oh, you do have a kitchen.
We do.
Here.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought
we were going to have a kitchen, but COVID said that you can't serve
walk
alcohol without serving food. So we put in the kitchen. So
well, just so you know, I met a friend of mine at another establishment, and all we were going to do is have one martini.
Never happens.
Can't happen. Yeah. Well, no, it can't happen because we didn't have one martini. I had 1.5, which is very odd. But that said, as we were sitting there, the bartender came up and said, "Ladies, you got to order something."
You have to order.
And we were like, "What? What?"
No.
No, you have to order something.
Yep.
So
you do. So so we're going to have a full kitchen in here, and the menu looks fantastic. And Chef Nikki Tripp has been doing a wonderful job getting it all set up, and we've been able to sample some of the goods, and it's very delicious and wonderful food. So we're excited.
Excellent. Now I'm going to ask this question because people have asked me: are you going to be in competition? I mean, everything is competition.
No.
Let's face it. But you're not in competition with the Brown Jug.
No, they're actually very dear friends of ours, and we just
they're great guys for sure.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And they're
guys.
selling it, so
yeah, they're great guys. But we just kind of feel like the more that Sandwich has to offer is the more people are going to come, and they're going to come to all of our different places, and we want to work together, work off of each other, promote one another, and just make the village everything that we dream that it could be.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrific. So you own this building. You own the building next door.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know whether he still lives there. Matt Scala, who I used to work with at Robert Paul, used to live in the building next door. I think you have an apartment there or something. Yes.
Yep.
I don't know where he still does. I can't remember.
I don't think so, but that's okay.
That's all right. That's fine. He went somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's okay. And then we have the Belfry,
Right,
where my
correct.
daughter wasn't married, but she could have been if Big Guy's been a little faster. And then we have what was the Pink Lady, but it's
the
now
Painted Lady. Now it's the
Lady.
Next Door Burger Bar.
Yes.
Yep.
And so you're really taking the town by storm.
That's my husband, Chris Wilson. He's a go-getter.
Yeah.
Mr. Entrepreneur.
Yeah, but it's wonderful, all the stuff you've done for the town.
Well,
this is a tremendous thing, I think.
Yeah, I think what's great is what he's really done is restored these buildings that were, kind of dilapidated and falling apart, and really brought them back to their true beauty. He's got such a vision, and he never lets it stop him. And no problem can get in his way. He just barrels right through it, and he makes it happen.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's talking about, of course, they that shall not be named, the Treehouse Brewery.
Oh no, I think it's great.
Oh no, I think it's great. You think it's great because we're normal business people.
I know, right? I know.
And you know what? So if they get long lines of traffic, they got to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. They have to go somewhere and wait.
Right. And they're going to come this direction.
Yeah,
I have no doubt of that.
Yeah.
But the folks that are making such a fuss, who are the neighbors who bought next door to a restaurant, make no sense to me. And I managed Mashpee Commons for many years.
Yeah.
And the one thing about small business people who came in there was, oh my God, you're bringing in another restaurant, or you're bringing in another clothing store. Well, that's called life.
Yeah.
And why does McDonald's locate next to a Burger King, or Burger King next to McDonald's, next to Wendy's, next to whatever?
Right.
It's because it brings more people to the area.
And people also want options. And
they want
options. If you come downtown this summer and you can't get a seat at the Brown Jug because they're always busy too, because it's a great business, then you can come over here, or you can go. So we just, it's nice to give, the locals as well as the tourists different options and different ideas. So it just brings more to Sandwich.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to do, is really build up the community and do everything we can for Sandwich, as my husband's been doing for a long time, and now I get to be a part of, so it's great.
Well, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, you have a little boy, right?
Yes, he's 8 years old.
And his name is?
Taj. And he's the one who actually named the burger bar. That was his idea, Next Door Burger Bar.
What do you say, just call it Next Door?
Well, we used to call the Belfry Next Door. Chris is next door, he's next door, and so the burger bar came up, and he's like, what about next door? And
you went, oh my God, this child's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrific.
Yeah, he's great, and he's into the art, and the art's going to be a big piece of this bar as well. So we'll be selling art here, and it's going to be much more contemporary in style. I'll have kind of the more traditional, still very, very modern, very contemporary over at the gallery that is now.
Now tell me about that gallery before you start.
So that gallery is basically what I had here.
And it's basically around the corner of your home.
Yep, it's at 143 Main Street. It's right, and the entrance is on River Street.
Right.
And we've got some amazing artwork there. Right now I'm doing just by appointments, but people can feel free to call me to schedule an appointment. Yeah. And we're moving some great artwork over there.
Great.
This is going to be kind of more whimsical artwork. We're going to have a little bit more fun and kind of engaging, because then that's another aspect that the customers can engage in as far as looking at the art and seeing different art and stuff like that. So.
Well, and people can drive by and see if you're full, and if they are, you'll have to keep going. But otherwise, they can get out, park their car, and get out and come in.
That's right. That's right. But thankfully, we have a very large, beautiful bar.
Yeah, so the bar is gorgeous,
and hopefully, it'll be a nice tourist spot, as well as for a spot for all of our locals to come.
Well, and my question is, what did you put on the bathroom floor to make it so it's? I know it's gray paint. It's just gray.
You're gonna have to ask my husband that one.
Well, I'm going to when he sits down with me, because I've never seen anything so shiny. It's an epoxy of some sort, but how do they put it down without any bubbles? That's what I want to know.
I don't ask those questions, Melinda.
You just say, this is what I want, and this is
you
do this, right?
Yeah,
that's great. Excellent. Well, we're going to talk with the chef. Now, who's your chef?
His name is Nicky Tripp, and he's wonderful,
is he from here?
Wonderful guy, wonderful father. He also has a little guy too.
Oh, nice.
He and Taj are a year apart, and really great guy, and just a super talented chef.
That's great. And is he at all the restaurants?
Yes. So he's the head chef. He oversees everything.
Right.
So he's got his hands in everything.
Excellent. Good for him. Excellent. Excellent. Well, we'll come right back, and we'll have Nicky sitting in your chair. How about that?
All right. Well, thank you, Melinda.
Don't go away.
Thank you.
So I am sitting here now with the fabulous chef, Nicky. Last name?
Tripp.
Tripp. How can I forget Tripp? I'd trip over my own name if I didn't watch
good.
it. Nikki Tripp. So Nikki, tell me, what's going on in the restaurant here? What's going to be in the kitchen here?
So this is going to be one of the coolest restaurants in all of Cape Cod.
Cool.
So it's got this really exceptionally cool bar. It has this really cool, funky, artsy vibe.
Yeah.
And the menu is what I like to call a coastal Cape Cod tapas menu. So it's primarily small plates with a heavy accent on local seafood and local products.
Yeah.
And it is going to be fabulous. We're really excited.
So have you developed the menu? I'm sure it's still a secret. But
yes.
You've developed it. You know what you're going to do.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Nikki, tell me about yourself. Where'd you come from?
So I primarily did most of my training on the West Coast. I'm a Chez Panisse alumni, so I worked with Dallas Waters for a long time.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of time in California and Hawaii, Maui. I was on Maui for quite a bit of time. So I've been around the block, you could say.
And what brought you to, of all places, Sandwich, Massachusetts?
So we came back to the East Coast. Both my wife and I, we grew up in New England, so we came to be closer to our families, to start our own little family. So here we are.
And here you are. And do you live in Sandwich or somewhere else?
I do. I live in Forestdale.
Oh, excellent. Good for you. Not too far of a commute then.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
we love it.
Nice.
Love it.
So are you, I mean, obviously you're excited to be here. However, what's the difference between doing this and doing what you did? Less pressure, more pressure? Because you do all three restaurants, right?
I run all three restaurants.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
With our exceptional team. We have teams in each restaurant. So we have wonderful employees. It's
wonderful.
It's challenging, but it's very rewarding as well. So
Excellent.
It's a lot of fun.
Good for you. So back to the menu here. I'm not going to try to, we have anything that has lobster in it on the menu?
We have lots of lobster. We're going to do an amazing lobster roll.
Oh.
You have to have a lobster roll.
You have to have a lobster
Cape Cod.
roll. Yeah, right.
We're also going to be doing a lot of hand rolls, little sushi hand rolls.
Oh, nice.
So and
lettuce wraps and
lots
all that kind of stuff.
Lots of good stuff. Lots of fresh summer rolls. And,
nice.
You know, a lot of seafood, a lot of vegetarian, a lot of some meat products. But yeah, it's going to be.
Well, I have a friend who's a vegetarian. That's her number one complaint about life is there's, and she just became a vegetarian. She always acts like, oh, I'm a vegetarian. Well, she just became one. And she acts like it's like there's not a single restaurant on Cape Cod. Although I have to admit, she likes my son who owns the Pickle Jar Kitchen down in Falmouth.
I love the pickle jar.
Oh, well, thank you. Yep. You should go introduce. Have you introduced yourself to him?
No.
Well, you should. You should say hello.
We lived in Falmouth before we moved.
Oh, you did? Yeah, it's a great little
Forestdale.
restaurant. And well, it's not like this, but it's a great little restaurant for sure.
It's great.
But she loves his fried tofu, so you might want to get a some sort of a tip on frying tofu, so my friend likes it, Mary Ellen.
I'll make sure I'll make sure we don't disappoint.
There you go. Well, the people here know her very well, so she's very particular.
Good.
So anyway, I'll tell her I mentioned her today. So anyway, so if I come in here and I want to sit, I can sit at the bar and I can order whatever I want. You'll have a nice menu.
Certainly.
I can also sit outside.
It's going to be beautiful out there.
Yeah, I think that is kind of cool. And you're going to be able to take things away.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be doing lots of carryout. Carryout is definitely the new norm.
It is.
For post-COVID, so we're excited for that. It's good.
Well, and you're opening at the right time because yesterday, that crazy governor of ours is opening things up.
We're excited for that.
We're all excited. We're all so
time.
excited about it. We're all so excited about it. And everybody here will be vaccinated, so it'll be all cool.
We have a completely vaccinated staff.
Excellent.
So
excellent.
we're
no anti-vaxxers here.
No, ma'am. No.
That's great. That's good. That's all good stuff. So if you're going to leave somebody with a thought about what this restaurant's going to be or your vision of it, tell me what it is.
My vision of this restaurant is going to be exceptional quality, consistency, and fun camaraderie.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's going to be a great place
So
to
it's going to
hang
be a
out.
good neighborhood bar.
Very convivial. Come on in and join us. We're gonna have fun.
We like convivial.
Good.
For sure. For sure. Well, thank you so much.
It was my
And
pleasure.
now we're going to talk to the big boss himself.
Oh, the big boss.
The big boss, Chris Wilson.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Good.
you so much.
It was my pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
Excellent. I'll be at the bar.
I'll be looking for you.
The end. I always sit on the end, so just so you know.
Good. Save a seat for me. I've been known to have a few
There we
cocktails
go.
myself.
Cool. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Cheers, everyone. Well, the lucky thing is I am sitting with the head owner, the big cheese, the big kahuna, the head proprietor of the Seal, of the Belfry Inn and Bistro, of the Next Door Burger Bar, of multiple places to rent on this street. And it's Chris Wilson.
Yeah.
And he brought me a cocktail, a Cosmo. I'm such a Sex and the City girl anyway, so.
We don't want you to get dehydrated doing this.
No, I don't want to get dehydrated. So Chris,
Yes.
tell me, is this exciting for you or is it like, oh no, not another one?
No, it definitely is exciting. Yeah. When I used to travel many years ago, stayed at this place and down the Caribbean, and late at night there'd be this fellow, it was called the Cozy Bar. And the same fellow that would garden during the day, he occasionally checked you in, carry your bags, he did housekeeping, would man the station at the Cozy Bar. And he would open at his leisure at around 10:30 at night and would stay until you wanted to go home, which is to your room,
Yeah.
which is usually around 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. And so I always envisioned on having a cozy bar to just come and hang out. And
You know you're in Sandwich with an elderly population that goes to bed at 9.
our population doesn't, and I don't. And
Yeah, I
again,
don't either, but.
And we're just looking to have a cool place to go that's a little different than any other. And it's a whole different feeling. The warmth of the walls, even though they're brick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, we have a great neighborhood down here. And when you mention about age, when I first moved to Sandwich, we moved specifically to a neighborhood that had changing full demographics.
Yeah.
So there were retired people, middle age, and
Yeah.
then like us, we had little children at the time, starting a family. So that was one of the motivating factors about living where we were living. And our neighborhood down here in the village, which most people I think have just responded to in the last year and a half, 2 years of COVID, is so many people just come and walk
Oh, sure.
the streets down here.
Yeah.
And the people that are...
And now they can do it without a mask on.
And they can move it without a mask on, and they come and they actually live elsewhere in Sandwich and have never been down here. You meet them on the walking and so forth. But the age of the population will be interesting to see a study done. But I would venture to say that the average age has been reduced here in Sandwich, and many of the people have moved here who are our customers now have been working at home. And they've been coming to our restaurants down here. Mm-hmm. And they tend to be a full spectrum. Some are definitely a little older, but there's a huge population in the midstream that working from home. Some do not have children, and it's great. They're enjoying all of us.
Well, what's kind of interesting to me, and of course we all hear about the real estate here on the Cape,
Yeah.
especially in the last year,
Yeah.
it has skyrocketed.
Yeah.
A little tiny house down below me off of Dexter Avenue, which I sold originally for the woman that lived there who moved to France, has now sold again for 20% more than I sold it for in 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's a ranch. It's beautiful on the inside, but it's ranch.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular. The people that have bought it are younger, no kids. And I'm going to say younger because they're probably in their 50s, and they the kids are gone away, and they have decided he can work anywhere, and so they're going to work from Cape Cod. I think you're right. I think there are a lot of people now coming to Sandwich that way, which is good and maybe bad in some cases. I hope they're not NIMBYs, not my backyard people.
Right, yeah.
That's the scary part.
No, I think they all are moving here to enjoy the lifestyles that we have and stuff. But yeah, the whole housing situation is extremely, it touches our employee workforce directly. I can't tell you, to get housing for people to work, and it hurts everyone in the hospitality business. We just cannot find enough people to work and who can afford to be here. So, and that's going to come to an abrupt conclusion here. That's something definitely, in order for us to grow and to prosper, we still need people to work.
Right.
And with the whole COVID thing, with paying people to help people, which is good, but unfortunately it's created an environment where people are not going to be coming back to work until September. And
we need them now.
And we need them now.
I also think there might have been and I heard somebody say there should have been a proviso that you can continue to collect as long as you work. Mm-hmm. So maybe it would go down a little bit, but because things aren't ramped up right away, and because restaurants can only be 50% and all of that, if you work, you can collect as long as you do X, Y, and Z. And I thought that sounded terrific. Unfortunately, they didn't do that.
No.
I don't think they knew how to do it, and I think states are so boggled by all this. I mean, let's face it, the states in the beginning had no clue what to do, how to vaccinate people. They had no clue. Yeah,
well, we had no. I mean, we could not continue our lease back where our previous location.
Oh, where the
we wanted to buy the building. That whole thing fell through, and then we got this lease, and we figured we would have been up and operating within 3 months.
Yeah.
And with just the bar, I mean, I spent the money right away on the bar. We were told we didn't even need a permit because the change of use wasn't that abrupt, and because we had the art in the bar.
Yeah.
And so it's here it is. Finally, we're trying to get our COO a year later. But I mean, we had for instance, a plumber all lined up, had different vendors. And then what happened to the plumber at the last minute? His whole staff got COVID, and he says, "Well, I'd be happy to keep the job, but I can't get to you till August because everything's stacked up." So luckily, I mean, we had a phenomenal plumbing firm come in and finish the job.
Good.
Or actually started and finished it, and they did a terrific job. But Ready Rooter, a terrific group of people.
Yeah, they're expensive, but they're good.
They're terrific, really, really good.
We used to have them at our cottage when we owned a cottage. We owned a cottage on East Sandwich Beach for 25 years, and they used to come down and, oh my God, and with people staying there, emergencies beyond belief.
Yeah,
so they are terrific.
Talking to them, and any of those, they're all short-staffed. Everyone is short-staffed.
Yeah,
so
I know.
But beyond that, we're excited to be open, and it's going to be. Hopefully in the next few weeks, we're just working on the final Board of Health situation.
Great.
We're going to build a terrace as soon as the septic gets covered up, which should be later on today.
Yep. Are you putting in a real septic system?
Yeah.
Is that a tight tank?
No. It's a 60 seat because we try to get our permit for 60 seats.
Right.
And then they knocked us down. For
why don't we have
takeout
sewer
food,
systems?
And but we put
Crazy.
We are. It's
I know. Eventually, we have to.
It's on this the town meeting.
Yeah.
And Dave Mason, who's been terrific with us,
he's terrific.
working with us and everything. But he says 8 years you're going to have sewers, and the money we've been paying our taxes, and I know my guests pay because of the wastewater.
Well, every place on Cape Cod makes their guests pay.
Right.
Everybody.
So it's like 2% or whatever it is of the tax.
Right.
And we're supposed to have the funding. So this area, Town Neck, is supposed to be on the priority. So, but we had to spend the money anyways for the septic in order.
Right.
And so that's one reason why the kitchen, we ended up putting the kitchen back here, not only because of the laws and all that, which now it probably won't matter after the fact because you can go back to just serving drinks
just
now.
So you know,
without,
there's going to be there'll be another something.
Yeah,
I
but
just
it's
have
really,
no doubt.
it's nice. So we paid the money to put a septic in. It's not on this property because there's no space. It's on the building. Luckily, we own next door.
Nice.
And my wife is a little upset that that's where we wanted to put a pool, but it's so we'll have to figure that out.
Well, if you put in a pool, you can always sell private memberships to little old ladies who want to come and swim laps. Trust me, they're out there.
They're out there. Okay.
They're out there for sure.
And we'll serve those at the pool
well,
side too.
and you'll pay for the pool by serving these. Trust me, I have no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And maybe a little vegetarian something on the side.
Oh, definitely no issue. Yeah, vegan, whatever, everything. We'll do it all.
So, Chris, how long have you lived in Sandwich now?
My oldest is 37, so
Oh my God.
35
Your kids
years.
are getting as old as mine.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're younger.
Yeah, and we became a grandfather, so we
no.
got little Rowan, who's terrific. He's one
I have a
year old.
Rowan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ben has a Rowan. His oldest is
my
Rowan. He
gosh.
graduates from Falmouth High School
Oh,
this
terrific.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So we've been
It's a great
excited
name.
with him, and my younger son, who's what's that? So 32, is he? Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
31. Yeah. So he's right in Middleborough with his wife, who's
Nice.
PA at the hospital. So
Oh,
we've
wow.
learned all about they've been doing down
Oh,
there.
I can't imagine.
So it's good. Yeah. My oldest, Christopher, he's out in San Francisco.
Is he?
And,
Now, was he the one that was into tech stuff?
Yeah, he was doing everything. He's actually a men's coach.
Wow.
Does
Cool.
for motivational and anger therapy and things like that.
Oh my God.
And
can you do a Zoom with me for women?
It's unbelievable. It's all it's very sad. It's the younger population of men, 30, 35 is a high instance of suicide.
Yeah.
And it's been, so he's in San Francisco and he's been very busy with his network of motivational people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's
And
wonderful.
he's getting married in October, next
Yay.
October.
Well, who has the baby? Middleborough or San Francisco?
Alex, he's in Middleborough.
He's in Middleborough. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good,
And
good,
he works
good.
for a company that's located in Poland.
Oh my gosh. So he commutes.
He's
Telecommutes.
it's all online.
Yeah, you
It's
go.
all crazy.
It's our new world.
And neither one of them are here
yeah.
working out.
I know.
So
Which
we're
is too
working on
bad.
Taj,
Yeah.
my little 8-year-old there.
Yeah. Stay home.
I was planting plants yesterday out
Nice.
front of the house.
He did a lovely
and
job.
I asked him to get his shovel and help me dig a few holes. And
Nice.
he promptly said, I've got to get inside. So,
This isn't the work for me.
yeah. He said, why don't I have a wrist thing I'm supposed to be wearing, and he was telling me I should be wearing it. So
see. All right.
he's
He's
very
taking care
attentive
of you.
so he'll probably do very well in the hospitality business.
There
'cause
you
he's-
go.
He's
There
aware.
you go. That's good. That's great. So you've had ups and downs in Sandwich, and I don't mean I'm not saying this in a bad way, but you've had some conflicts with various peoples,
Yeah.
town government, whatever. But I mean, just as a person who lives here and pays taxes, I think it's wonderful you're here.
Well, thank you.
I mean, we had a wedding here for our daughter, and it was gorgeous, and people still talk about it, and it's been 27 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That shows you how old you are,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've done so much for the community. So thank you
You're
for
welcome.
doing all this.
Yeah.
You know, a friend of mine says, because I talk about our high taxes a lot, and she says, you know what? You pay for this beauty and the lovely businesses that are here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're one of those lovely businesses.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Well, I don't say it out of turn. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not without the constant challenge. So
That's true.
Hopefully, we're beyond. We're getting pretty. Our last challenge is we have to go to the town hall They turned us down for a year-round liquor license, and they told us because we weren't going to be open, and they didn't feel that we wanted to be open. And so I took it very emotionally and very to heart, because who in the right mind would be investing all this money
If you didn't want to be open.
if I didn't want to be open?
Aye.
And there was very little empathy for the COVID situation, and to trying to gather support with the vendors to even move forward. So we are, going back to them. We appealed it to the state, and they've now, my attorney called yesterday and said that, well, they're going to let us come in to see them in a couple weeks, and hopefully they'll allow us to do that, because we do not want a seasonal business. We are year round.
So you'll be around, but you'll close?
No. We right now we have a seasonal license, and we don't want to have a season. We need to attract people to be in this business year round.
Well, you would think they would want any kind of tax revenue they could garner from you.
Yeah. So it's just been a very struggle.
Yeah.
And we end up having to get another permit for this. So that set us back, that we didn't think we needed.
Yeah.
So then they did tell us we needed it. And many of the similar things that our new fellows down the street are going to have to contend with, that you mentioned earlier with my wife, which is going to be great for the community. But they have to go through the same issues.
You know, it's a small town, and God forbid if anybody changes anything, right?
Right.
I mean, that's it.
Right.
Change.
So we're
Nobody
excited that
wants
we
You're
made it
pulling
through,
ahead.
and we're moving ahead, and we'll be able to hang out here in a little cozy bar, and got great staff, and we're looking for more, because
well, I just live
always
down and around the
challenging.
corner, so right there, that seat there is mine. If I sit in it enough, will you put my name on it?
Well, I used to have these little brass plates on the chairs. I had those. Of course, the first two was my dad and my Jean, his wife.
Yeah.
And then my mother saw that, and she said, "Well, where's mine?" And Howard, my stepfather, he certainly earned his too. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll work on yours.
Well, I hope so. And I just want you to know, I think it's fabulous. I think all that you've done here is fabulous. I really do. And I think you're going to have a fantastic business.
Well, thank you.
And it's going to go well. And I can't wait till you open.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you open.
All right. Well, you're on the list.
All right. All right. I hope so. I hope so. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And everybody, cheers. Wow. Wendy Sweet Wilson and the fabulous chef, Mr. Tripp, and Chris Wilson. Wonderful proprietors of this new restaurant here in Sandwich. I hope you come, take a look at it, sit down at the cozy bar, have a little cocktail, or maybe just have a cup of coffee. But it's going to be wonderful and a great addition to our town. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on another Cape Conversations.